right, Steven, talk about Gin-Ryu and what's coming up for you guys. What do you have in the works?
Well, we finally were able to sign a contract to get the entire book colored, which is a long, laborious endeavor. So it'll be at least till January until the whole book is colored.
Great, great. And so far you've got a newer artist, Juan Brad, working with you guys?
Juan Bradley. He is going to be penciling the last half of the second book.
Okay.
We have the first half. Wes Simpson had already finished prior. Frank Inks that we have done, and Juan's coming in and finishing up the last two chapters of the book. So the last 50 pages.
Okay. And for those who don't know, catch everyone up on Gin-Ryu and what the book's about.
Well, the main concept of the book is that's the name of the sword, not one person. So whenever the sword changes hands, the story follows whoever has the sword at one given time. The first book, the sword goes from Japan to Detroit, and a vigilante uses it in Detroit. And then from there, the new book will pick up after the vigilante, it gets taken from him. It goes to, starts off, the sword ends up in the DIA.
How did you get the whole concept for the story and having the identity really of the hero, so to speak, with being with the sword?
Well, this is the problem I had with, when you're always reading, you're reading, Superman or Batman. That character's not going to die, or even if they die, they got to bring him back. And that's one thing I always had a problem with. So I always wanted to tell a story. Well, you're not going to know if the character is going to die or not, and he can die, and the story will just follow whoever has the sword after then. So it gives you more of a sense of something can really happen versus, Superman's going to figure out how to win, or Batman's going to find a way to win eventually. I wanted to do away with that. And then I also wanted to tell stories about different types of people and use the sword as a vehicle to tell different types of human interest stories as well.
Very cool. And obviously everything takes place in Detroit, so that's also kind of a neat thing for readers to check out, right?
Yeah, even the first half of the next book also takes place in Detroit, and towards the end we're going to try to move it somewhere else because we're covered almost everything we wanted to cover in Detroit.
Okay, and do you know where you might take the action to?
Yeah, we're going to New York.
Excellent. All right, why New York?
It was either New York or Chicago. I was trying to figure out which I want to go to. Those were the two going back and forth, and there's just a lot more iconic stuff in New York that I can work with.
Excellent. And all right, so do you have any dates, deadlines coming up that things will be coming out at, or anything fans can look for?
Well, I think the newest thing we're gonna, the color version will be out by the end of next year.
Okay. And what is your website for people to check out?
We're on Facebook. It's GIN-RYU, either on Facebook, or our webpage is kind of in the process of being built, so it's easier to get a hold of us on Facebook.